It was late November in Wyoming, cold but bluebird, and even though I'd only had one short session on Raw, a Chris Marley V10, and I hadn't even done all the moves, I knew that if I played my cards right, I had a good chance at getting it done before the snow drifted the roads in. So, with a 3 hour window of daylight, I made the 90-minute drive, intent on doing the one remaining move and a new link. I decided to maximize my short window by warming up on the easier top half, which honestly still felt a little insecure and spooky. This way I could try out a couple of new pieces of beta, I could learn the subtleties up there, and I could get confident at a height that makes me a little uncomfortable, making sure that there was very little chance of me ever falling up there if I got there from the ground. Frankly, the first time up that day felt disconcertingly hard and scary and clunky. And if I had based my entire day off of how that first go felt, I'd have probably packed up and walked away. So I reminded myself that I was just warming up, I was working out the jitters, and I was going to feel better once I got that done. Next, I wanted to do a slightly harder warm-up, so I got a power spot for move number 5, which is the last of the hard moves on this problem. And then I smoothed out the rest of the top. I moved through it a little faster. I found a better rhythm. I was starting to feel more like I had a chance.
In here. Good.
And finally, I warmed up one last time, slightly harder, doing move number 5 myself and feeling even more confident, smoothing it out even more, and knowing that when the day comes that I get to this position, there's very little chance that I'm going to fall off.
Good. I'm here. I'm right here.
All right, so I'm warmed up, I'm confident, time to get to business. Goal number 1 for the day was to stick the first move, which I hadn't done yet. It's a big span off of a slopey undercling to a flat side pull edge, one that requires precision, it's really powerful, and lots of tension. And in session number 1, I never even came close. Goal number 2 for the day was to link together moves 2 and 3. I'd done number 2 several times. Number 3 I'd only managed once. Number 2 is just a drop in to a slopey side pull, but feels so incredibly difficult to keep your feet on and maintain the tension. Then if you do hold that tension, you have to walk your feet through on small slippery feet and make a quick punch to a hold that's better, but still requires precision, tension, and belief. So goal number 1. To my surprise, I was able to stick move number 1 right away, first try. Apparently coming in rested makes a big difference as opposed to coming in at the end of a big day. I linked it into move number 2 and then had absolutely no idea how to get my feet set up for move number 3. So I spent some time feeling out those positions, making sure that I understood exactly what feet I needed to use and in what sequence. And I made sure that I got down under there, brushed off those feet, was able to identify them in the shadows that were playing on the rock because I knew I wouldn't have time to fumble with that on the go. With goal number 1 down, I set off on goal number 2. Within a few tries, I was able to link moves number 2 and number 3, especially now that I had that foot sequence dialed in. It didn't feel too bad. Knowing that, I knew that I might have a shot at doing this whole thing today. So I climbed this link into the setup for move number 5, but because move number 5 is a big move that takes a lot out of me, I stopped there, saved the energy, went on a walk, rested for 15 minutes, brushed up all the holds, got the problem ready, got my mind ready, got my body ready to give a good attempt at doing the boulder from the start.
But
Just a few days earlier, linking moves 1, 2, and 3 together seemed like a distant possibility. And here I was, 45 minutes into the session, and I was just a little bit of tension away from making that happen. I knew that if I rested, believed a little more, tried a little harder, that I could get this thing done.